Hello and welcome to the 2014 Men's Snowboard Halfpipe Final in Sochi, Russia.
Yep, here we are in Russia, and we are at the Halfpipe Final.
My name is Arthur, and with me is George. We will be announcing this event for you today.
We do not have, we've never snowboarded the Halfpipe, and we don't really know the intricacies of the judging of the competition, but we do have experience on snowboards. So they don't do any full pipes. If there is any confusion out there, it's just a half pipe. You see, if you stack one of those on top of each other, it would look like a pipe.
Full pipe, but like you said, that's not a thing.
No, they don't do that in the in snowboarding.
What do we have in store for us today, George?
Well, we've got the half pipe final, and this is
I expect to see some big air tonight.
Well, we're hoping for big air. That's one of those phrases you hear thrown around a lot with the half pipe.
We've got our first contender. We've got Shi
Wang Cheng. And this guy's from China, which I wouldn't think they would have snow in China.
A lot of people would think that, but there is definitely snow in China. They have mountains, cold weather areas, and apparently they have snowboarders. We will see the caliber of their snowboarders in a second, but they're in the Olympics.
They stop a little, they go a little bit, and then they go in.
Here's one of his first flips.
This is one of the earlier ones. He grabs the board, he flips around. You're going to see that a lot tonight. A lot of people think these sort of spins and twists just...
But
I think that's like, it counts as like a half of a fall in the judges' minds.
Well, he's about to get a score. He doesn't know...
You can see he's making a gesture that's sort of like, what? I don't know. It's like a sort of a questioning shrug, yeah. Up.
Whoa! There's that big air we were talking about. Yeah. This is called the board lubing.
Yeah, they wax it up, and that's just part of...
kind of a tradition.
The halfpipe is steeped in tradition. You know?
Here we got Scoofy Teen.
This guy is...
Kent Callister. He's a fun-loving guy.
He's just one of those guys who, basing off of his face and that little video we both saw for about 2 seconds, he's just like a fun-loving dude. And
it's kind of a thing we see a lot with snowboarders. They seem like kind of cool guys. And
snowboarders stereotypically are very mellow, relaxed. That's just who they are.
Gregory, this is Team USA. You can tell because they've got this quilt work jacket with the American flag, and they wear these silly bibs over them.
And you actually can't even see his face, so that could be someone else in there. There's no actually evidence that's ever happened before, but we do like to speculate. His Olympic dreams have basically just been dashed. And luckily for him, he is a snowboarder, so he has that sort of easygoing attitude. They tend to take these losses a little bit better than other people in other disciplines, just because they can kind of be like, oh, I have a more of a, easygoing sort of view on life.
We'll see if that mantra rings true in this case. He seemed pretty disappointed in himself.
He seemed really bummed. But he's kind of like, hey, what can I do, we're all just put on this earth together to hang out. I don't know what he sounds like. I've never met him, but I imagine it's kind of like, hey, man, like, I just boarded and, it didn't work out, but that's how it goes.
Now, coming up, we got,
Podlodjikov. It's a confusing name.
But that's what you get with the Olympics. People from all over the world and their names, so... do a big jump here. Oh, wow.
Right off the bat.
No spins, no twists, no frills, just air. Big air.
And that's a flip. He's really just... That one was really a wild one. You could just tell.
He didn't fall, which is huge.
Once again, we cannot count the spins live because it's they spin too fast to be counted, but it looked like it was more than some other people had done. Do you agree?
I'd say, at least more. We should.
We'll try to count it when it goes in slow motion. It's still tough, though.
This man is definitely a happy snowboarder today. He is pleased.
Pumped.
Okay, so this is his first trick, just up. Oh, 4 in the air. He went 4 high. 1, 2, 3. I couldn't even count how many times he went upside down. That was
2
wow.
Flips. That guy is pumped, yeah. And look at him. He makes the that's the touchdown sign, but in this event, it's just sort of a celebration.
Just jubilous.
And he has the best score yet.
That is a lot of points from all the judges.
That score doesn't surprise me. I didn't say what I thought it would be beforehand. That's what I was thinking.
You thought he would get about that?
I did think that. I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. Very impressive, and they just have a lot of dudes around there just congratulating him.
Asking.
Yeah, a lot of these tricks look similar, and it's tough to tell if one's better than the other.
But that's the judges'
That's
job.
just sort of something I've observed. We
So
can't stress enough how easygoing a lot of these snowboarders are. So they're just, if they don't fall, I mean, if they fall, they're usually okay. But think if they don't fall, they're just
elated.
They're very happy.
They're going really fast on these little toothpicks of boards. So imagine how hard it is to stay on your feet, and that's ultimately their goal every day.
Yeah, I mean that's all of our goals really. Stay on your feet. Don't fall on the half pipe. It seemed just John, just sort of having fun with each other. They're probably talking about snowboard stuff. If I were to do an impression, it would be like, "Hey, bro, those were some sweet grabs and stuff." And actually, they are Swiss, so they would talk in sort of Swedish accents, but like, kind of, "Yeah, bro, those were really some sweet grabs, and just how many times I span around, I couldn't even tell. I couldn't even count, man."
That's the thing with snowboarders.
I was like spinning so high.
Their dialect is kind of a universal.
It's one of those
mindset that just.
We don't love to stereotype, but like, I mean, if you've met one or two of these guys, you've met them all.
They're really great people.
They are just a joy to be around. I mean, I've been to some parties with some of those guys and done some fucked up shit. We can tell you that it's not easy to land these tricks. Like, I've fallen on a snowboard without even doing anything.
Right.
Just going straight down a hill, I've just fallen over. A lot of different people from different countries, and he's just another example of that.
It's an international competition. That is a very hard trick.
Probably.
Not as hard as that one. That one he
looked
flipped a
even
couple
tougher,
times.
yeah.
Wow.
And literacy is just...
It's been on the rise.
It's important.
Internationally.
You can't stress enough. It's important to get these snowboarders reading and writing.
I think most, if not all of them, can read and write.
Uh-huh. They're just normal people like us.
A generation ago, you couldn't necessarily say.
No. Absolutely not. Barbarians, basically, on boards. And we didn't say anything about that run, specifically.
But he didn't fall.
He didn't fall, and we got to bigger points at hand. And,
Ooh,
wow.
4.4.
4.4. That's the highest we've seen
yet. The biggest number we've seen.
He spun around a good, and it was a few spins, like something like that.
So
like
he's got to see what...
The judges like spins.
Wow.
And that's another flip.
Grab. He splashed. He splashed the cameraman with snow.
And like we said, the halfpipe is steeped in tradition.
One of the older winter sport disciplines.
Yeah, not in the Olympics or in history, because the snowboard wasn't even invented until like the 70s or something.
So one of the younger sports.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't, that's not facts, it's more of a hearsay.
Well, that's really where most of our historical
and it's a lot of the context for this is going to be hearsay because, like we said, we don't know a whole lot about the halfpipe. We've never done it. We don't know exactly what they judge on. Pretty good.
Seems like a monster run.
I would say, yeah.
Watch out, America. Here comes China.
Yeah,
wow.
And that can be said not just for snowboarding. China is a threat.
Well, here we go. Let's count these. 1. Flip, twist.
Flip.
I can't even count that.
No, it's
impossible.
Too tough to count when they're spinning and twisting together like that.
But really, even just going up and coming back down in a pipe of this size, going that high, would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, these guys are going 10 feet in the air. Probably
4
more.
units. I don't even know.
And yeah, you'll see how big they get by the thing on the side. It'll say 4 usually,
or 3 point something.
7.
Right.
So that tells you how big they get, and that's an indicator of how good they are. If you slow it down, you can see it a little bit more slowly how it happens, and that's straight business right there, and you can tell. There he goes. 4.8. Wow,
is a lot of height.
To put that in perspective, 3.8 is probably pretty high too.
This is a full unit higher.
Yeah. Yeah, and they are ruthless. And that's why it's tough to imagine them with human faces. Actually, we're against intolerance. And Shaun White is a big name, and that's a name that people will actually recognize like is one of those names, like oh, Shaun White. I've heard of him.
Right.
That's how good he is at snowboarding.
So in between 20 and 50.
5.3.
Well, that deserves.
I mean,
the gold right there. He got the most air.
5.3. Wow, that's a full 0.5 higher than a 4.8.
And we thought that was really high. Big Air. He invites it over for dinner.
Yeah. Hey, Big Air.
Ow!
Oh. Having a few friends over later. You're welcome to come.
Stop by. Bring a dish.